Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Tuesday, March 9th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by... New details have emerged in the last 24 hours over a possible reduction in the mandatory quarantine period upon arriving to Thailand, as the Public Health Ministry now says approval could come as early as next month. A full-scale plan was announced by the Public Health Minister Anutin Chanvirakul, which is dependent on Thailand administering vaccine to 70% of all medical workers by October, which is the earliest this plan could be implemented. International arrivals to Thailand who have been vaccinated between 14 days to 3 months prior to arrival and have a certification that says they are COVID-19 free, these people could quarantine for 7 days. International arrivals who have not been vaccinated but have a COVID-19 free certificate, they will quarantine for 10 days. This plan will not apply to travelers arriving from Africa, who will still be required to observe the full 14-day quarantine, as the Public Health Ministry voiced concerns about the possibility of more contagious COVID-19 variants from the continent spreading in Thailand. The plan will go up for a vote next month, and if approved, they say it could be applied by October. At the moment, Thailand has agreements for 2 million doses of Sinovac biotech vaccines from China and over 60 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccines from Europe, although Minister Anutin did say they are planning to acquire 10 million more doses from AstraZeneca. Meanwhile, the government of Japan is announcing grant aid to 25 countries all throughout Asia and the Pacific Islands, meant to help them store and distribute vaccines, including here in Thailand. Japan is a member of the COVAX International Vaccine Initiative, an alliance between several nations to expedite the distribution of vaccines, which Thailand declined to become a member of last year. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A Navy ship anchor is being blamed for damaging an underwater cable that connects the mainland of Thailand to Koh Samui and Koh Phangan in the Gulf of Thailand, which reportedly caused a blackout on those islands. The Bangkok Post reported that an investigation by the Provincial Electricity Authority found an underwater cable supplying power from Nakhon Si Thammarat province to Koh Samui and some areas in Koh Phangan. It was damaged by HTMS Ang Thong, an amphibious transport dock about 2 kilometers west of Samui, sometime yesterday, with power generators deployed around the areas affected. The PEA repaired the cable with supply coming back to the island last night, but no mention was later made of the anchor of the ship that had caused the blackouts. 2 teenagers already arrested for stealing motorbikes have now been identified as 2 of the 3 youths who trespassed by entering a closed bar in Kata last Wednesday night. The 2 teens, a 17-year-old and a 13-year-old brother, they were arrested by Wichita police last Thursday, the day after the incident at Kata's Sundeck bar, in which they broke in, stole bottles of alcohol, fruit juices. Then CCTV footage caught them dancing on the counters and then dousing the venue with a fire extinguisher before leaving. These same 2 teens were arrested for stealing at least 6 motorbikes in recent months, according to police. The bar owner has yet to press charges. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Entry is free and the fun starts at 3 p.m. and all donations are welcome. Lean On Me Live Fest, Saturday, the 20th of March at Blue Tree Phuket. Be there. Lean on me.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. As Songkran gets closer and closer from April 13th to the 15th this year, officials are discussing right now how it could be celebrated in Thailand amid the COVID pandemic, and proposals won't be fully disclosed until later this week. This Thursday, Culture Ministry officials are expected to present detailed measures for the Songkran Thai New Year Festival to a subcommittee of the COVID-19 administration in Bangkok. The big sticking point is social distancing, as annual celebrations take place in large groups around the country, and limiting participants at venues and events is expected to be in the proposal. In addition, officials from the Culture Ministry are also expected to advise people to observe social distancing of the elderly. Last year, Songkran was officially postponed and all celebrations were cancelled. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The annual Heroines Festival, celebrating the defeat of Burmese marauders attempting to take Phuket in 1785, it'll be back to normal from March 13th to the 15th. The annual festival last year was reduced to merit-making activities only by order of the Ministry of Public Health amid the pandemic, And in January, it was announced that the annual festival this year also had been reduced to merit-making activities only. But yesterday, the Phuket governor announced at a press conference at Limelight Avenue Shopping Mall in Phuket Town that the festival will indeed return to full form this year from March 13th to the 15th, including the traditional light and sound show and historical play performed at Phuket Historical Park in Talang, the reported site of the battle where the Burmese marauders were defeated. The Heroines Festival celebrates the two sisters, Chan and Muk, who led the Phuket contingent in repelling the Burmese invasion in 1785. For the full schedule of events, visit thephuket.news.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by the lyrics below. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
คุณมองเห็นอะไรไหมครับถ้ามองไม่เห็นเดี๋ยวเราจะย้อนภาพให้ดูทีละมุมถ้ามองจากรถที่อยู่ด้านหน้าคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ตามมาด้วยความเร็วปกติถ้ามองจากคนที่นั่งอยู่ข้างทางคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ผ่านไปด้วยความเร็วปกติแต่ถ้ามองจากคนที่ขับรถตามหลังมอเตอร์ไซค์คันนี้มันติดไม่มีไฟท้ายก็เหมือนไม่มีคุณอยู่บนถนนตรวจสอบไฟท้ายให้ใช้งานได้อยู่เสมอ